to the channel. It's another hassle. Here it comes. The rear fucking light. So first thing is the rear hatch thing. There's a little screen in the Citroen that you can pop stuff in the boot. Like the screen opens. It was open, right? Stops, puts that off, shuts it. How did that open? I think it's because the switches on the boot are a bit knackered, but the mechanics ordered new ones. So he gets in the car, driving along, and the freaking interior lights on. Ugh. This at the back. How did that go on? Well, probably when I was loading the boot yesterday. But it went off when I locked the car. Goes into, you know, it switches off unnecessary electrical codes. So today's video, this video is going to be called Free Money. Free Money. So it's a bit early in the morning for me to start rambling on, but I thought, well, so basically it's about that factory, West Fraser, the factory at Cowie, and the people want it shut down. It's a weird thing because I'm reading these comments going, am I being a bit unreasonable here with this? They've got this humongous factory where they live, and the reality is that if you live in Cowie and you're sick of the factory, now I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be quite, you're not going to like this. Fucking move! You know, instead of like shutting the factory down, why don't you move? You know, fucking move. And it turns out the people that are moaning about it can't afford to move because of dumplings. So basically my problem is, the reason why it's called Free Money, this video, is that we shut Grangemouth down, we shut West Fraser down, which of course was called Norboard. And then what Scotland becomes, well, Central Scotland. Well, Scotland, right, the whole Scotland picture. It becomes just a big housing scheme. So the people that are calling for it to be shut down. And then this guy's on about, oh, it doesn't supply jobs to people in Cowie. I don't get that at all. How does it not? How not? You know, how does it not supply jobs? So you get the bent councillors pretending to be Gaelic in Central Scotland. This is Central Scotland. This was actually part of Northumbria at one time, so to speak. I'm not sure if that's an accurate thing to say, but it was kind of part of. There was a car in that car park, but I suppose. So this is not like the height of fucking Scotland. This is not, you know, Gaelic country, Gaelic speaking country. Okay, so that's a political. He was an SNP councillor, so you thought it'd be pretty clever to have a Gaelic name, fucking twat. So I just find it amazing how these cunts are so fucking negative towards one of the few employers in the area. That there must be something I'm missing. That must be a dumpling then. I mean, I don't need to work there, but I think it would be better than being on the dole, wouldn't it? What about the lorry drivers that go there day in and day out? So, oh well, they'll go. If you shut the factory, the need for the boards, it's called caber board. So I suppose what that means is, I think it means MDF. That's what it means. You know, the lights in this car are crap, but maybe they're not set up right. Let's have a look. We've got the, where's the Oh, we've got blue lights there. We have a fire engine. So that's it up. Still doesn't look good, does it? And that's it right down. It's the down motion. Oh, it's got self-leveling suspension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 altogether, so I suppose that means that 4, 3 would be the middle. That'd be about the middle. So we'll just put it at 4. Right. So yeah, I mean, it's just like, why did I give a shit? Why am I arguing with these numpties? When I was born in Fort William, my dad worked at the pulp mill, the Falkirk pulp mill. And you know, I looked at their house, and you could see the pulp mill. That's where my dad worked. And of course we moved, because he went to work in the offshore oil industry in the North Sea, 1976. And because I suppose he knew the writing was on the wall, you know, at the pulp mill. He knew it, you know, it was like a couple of years later or something that it shut. I mean, the whole plan with that was, it was to provide jobs for the people of Scotland. And it just didn't really work out. It was kind of like, not really in the right place and all the rest of it, you know, whatever. You know, in the west of Scotland there. Those the boats came up Loch Linney, with the, I suppose with the stuff, material, the pulp, no, the wood would have came from forests and then got taken away in boat. I don't actually know, to be sure. Or was it done by road? I'm not sure. You know, exactly in motorhome, early in the morning. I don't know where they're going. Well, I better turn the heating up a bit. So I've got a new plan. I've got a mattress with me. I'm going to try and sleep across the front seats in the car. See how that works. It's a little mattress from the Volkswagen van when I bought it. It seems to it'll fit across the seats quite well. It's not going to be the most comfortable, but it'll be alright. So I think everybody seems to be desperate to any like legitimate work. They want to get it shut down. I just think it's fucking unbelievable. Like, if you don't like factories, don't move to Cowie would be my advice. And the reason that properties are cheaper there is because the factories there, probably, I'd think. But I mean, the house I looked at didn't seem much cheaper than, well, it was a bit cheaper, aye, but, you know, it was cheaper than Stirling, yeah. So I think that's really what you've got. You've got NIMBYs. Free money and NIMBYs. So what the problem is that they don't need to work. They don't need factories because they get free money from the government. So while that's ongoing, there's nobody going to really want to do anything. So eventually, I would hope all that stops. You know, the free money. I would hope. The inner conservative in me would want it to stop, and it's nice to get free money, it's fantastic, yeah. But is it sustainable? Am I going to overtake this car? You know, because we're going to have to turn off. Well, because we're sort of above the speed limit at the moment. Slightly. Yeah, we might as well go for it. I mean, basically the way it's all going is we're going to land up stuck out of home. I mean, we've got Chairman Starmer, he's like King Jong-un, the authoritarian tosser. I mean, the whole thing about Britain, Great Britain, and the police and everything, you're supposed to police by consent. I know that's going all weird now. It's not really. And this annoys me this morning. There was somebody stabbed at Notting Hill Carnival, right? 2 people. I think they died, right? So they're talking in the news this morning about introducing a new law. So why the fuck do you need to introduce a new law? You've got laws going back hundreds of years about doing harm to others. Surely, why do you need a new law? So it's just like what they do. They just spend all that time doing that. But there's got to be existing legislation to cover for somebody getting stabbed at Notting Hill Carnival. You know? Why is the Kelpies dark? Oh, it's costing money to light them up. That's what it is. Oh, it'll be expensive. Can't even fucking see them. Right. I've got my thicker coat on just now because at night, well, last night, it was cold. It's like, I think the desert's like that, isn't it? So a bit of classical music to waken you up. Right, we've got green lights, my god. So, I was waking up earlier there. I went to bed about 9, maybe 8 o'clock. And maybe about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I did sleep. And then I woke up at 12. And I thought, I can't be arsed doing this. And then now, I feel a bit better about it now. Can't be arsed. It's when you get like a point where, what's the point of life, you know? What am I doing this for? What's all this about? So what lane am I going in? You know, what lane do we go in here? I don't know. I could have went in the... So nobody knows, they don't know either. Nobody knows what lane to go in this freaking roundabout. Oh, I've got a red light to fuck things up, yep. Nice, they always do that, don't they? Then you get this bit here. There's, oh, right. So I imagine this would be the one that would go in the middle lane. Because if you're wanting to go away to the right to the services, or McDonald's, or go back on the motorway, you'd go on the right, wouldn't you? That would make sense, eh? Aye. I had to block. Well, no, I had somebody. A snotogram came in. Somebody said I don't have a brain. Yesterday, I don't have a brain apparently. Fair enough. You think I don't have a brain? Great. You might be right. I think you've got a point. Yeah, I don't have a brain. I'm dumb. I'm a dummy. A dumpling. So the plan is get here and then go to sleep. And this is a recycling centre, is what it is. Free money at the recycling centre. I'm going to start saying things in code. Are these cars going to turn off? Why are they doing 25 mile an hour? Oh, is that a numpty? It says 40 in that sign. You can do 40. Or are they going to turn off? Is that a numpty going to the car boot? 2 of them, they're both going to the car boot. Okay, no. See, I should have freaking undertook them back at that round, but don't panic, it's the middle of the night, who cares? It's not like you're in a hurry, is it? I need to assess the situation, because I don't want to be beside somebody I don't get on with, right? That's why. Did you see that manoeuvre?
What?
Eh? No, you didn't see it. I wasn't trying to get in front of them, and they cut over there and I went through there. I don't know if they thought I was trying to get in before them, which I wasn't.
Well.